What's up, YouTube? DZen Tracker here, coming at you one more time. So this week I'm going to talk about gear and tools for intermodal local truck driver. So just keep in mind, this is the gear and the tools that I use. Everybody, everybody has their own list of stuff they like to use. A lot of the gear and the tools are stuff that like I got from other guys, and some stuff that I added on my own, just that I like to use for my own purposes. So anyway, I keep in mind also, like, this is geared towards like new drivers. All you experienced guys, you guys know what you need. And maybe some guys who are thinking of going over to intermodal may have a bunch of gear and tools that they use for whatever they've been doing. But you may need some different stuff for intermodal. So I'm going to approach it like I'm talking to a new driver, so don't feel like I'm being like patronizing or condescending or anything. I'm just trying to be detailed and explain why and explain what, and hopefully if it helps, great. If I miss anything, if you got any ideas for stuff I should add to my bag, I'm all ears. Also, if there's any topics that you want me to cover in like future weeks, let me know, and I'll try to cover what I can. So anyway, let's get started. All right, first thing, I got my paperwork. I like to keep like this big friggin' thing that I could save all my stuff in. What I do is I keep an activity log of everything I do each day, and then I track it. I use it to calculate my pay for the day. Then I save it, and once I have a whole week, I just check it against what my pay is in our payroll app, just to make sure that they got it right. I also check every day. Like at the end of each day, I tally up my activity log, look at what they have on the app for me for that day, make sure it's correct. And then again, at the end of the week, I double check, make sure it matches, and then when I get my paycheck, everything's good. It's usually not an exact match because they have like extra stuff that they add and subtract. Like we get paid like for 10-minute breaks every day, and that's kind of automatic and stuff. And then I get paid like tenure pay. We all get tenure pay depending on how many years you've been working for JB Hunt. So that gets added in also. So it's not exact, but at least I make sure that they don't miss anything big or make any big mistakes. Anyway, now I also, like, for the I got my hand wipes. I wipe down the truck. They're like sanitizing wipes. I'm a local intermodal driver for JB Hunt, so we slip seat. So most of the drivers, like the day driver, shares a truck with the night driver. And then sometimes, like, there are weekend drivers that need the truck, or if the night guy is off or you're off one day, somebody may need your truck if their truck's in the shop. So everything's got to come with you off that truck every day, otherwise stuff disappears. And I keep my stuff in like this little handy little tool bag that I can like easily carry around back and forth in my car. So anyway, I got the hand wipes. I got my mask. Can't go inside any of these places anymore without a mask. So I got my mask. This thing works good because there's no eye, so I can wear my reading glasses. I can wear my sunglasses. It doesn't fog up my glasses or anything. And yeah, I'm good to go. So this thing is real handy. I found it on Amazon for 11 bucks. I like it better than the cloth because it doesn't touch my face. It doesn't like mess with my beard. And it works really well. All right, let's get down to the nitty gritty. So I carry around these Bungees, mainly because these containers, the rail containers, they get beat up pretty good. With those yard drivers, moving them around and parking them, and the cranes picking them up and lifting them and swinging them. These things get banged around pretty good. So a lot of times the steel rings that hold the doors when you open them get all busted up and broken and bent, and I just use these Bungees to hold the doors open. Also, if it doesn't hold real good and the doors get loose, I'll put them on just for safety, just because the last thing I want to end up getting like an incident for is a friggin' door like comes off, like the little door ties come off and the door swings and hits something. That's the last thing I want. So I have these bungees that I use to hold the doors open and secure. Of course, I got my work gloves. I get a lot of my gear at Harbor Freight. It's really cheap. They got a good selection, and like these gloves, they come in a pack of like 10 or 12 for like 15 bucks. So super cheap. I go through a crap load of these. Like every few months I go through a pair of these. Let's see, next. I got my mallet. All right, it's just a friggin' heavy ass hammer. This thing is pretty important because the locks on the back of the container, a lot of times they get bent and stuck, and it's just a lot easier. Just you give it a whack and it pops them right out. So that's my hammer. You could also use it to check your tires, or for a you know, a shipping clerk that gets a little nasty. Get them in shape. No, I'm just kidding. I would never threaten anybody with a weapon on the job. Oh, here's an interesting one. Now, I don't use this that much, but a lot of guys, they use like a length of pipe like this. Most of the guys use a longer length, like maybe like, I don't know, like 3 feet long. And what the pipe is good for is like the latches on the back of the container. Those latches get bent, and the tie rods that hold the doors closed, those things get all bent up, and sometimes they're really hard to open. So if you take a length of pipe and you slide it on the handle, it gives you more leverage to open that handle up. So I don't use it a lot, but every once in a while, like if I can't get that thing open, like this is really helpful. I carry some of this that I cut and I can tie onto the container if the metal ties that hold the doors open are broken, and I'm leaving it empty usually if I'm leaving it empty and they want the doors open, like some places like Walmart are really picky about you know, opening your doors and backing into a space. And if the things are broken, I'll usually cut a piece of this off so that they can easily tie it up and they don't have to worry about the door swinging. Let's see what else. Oh, I got my duct tape. That fixes everything. Basically, you know, duct tape and a hammer and you're good to go. You can pretty much fix anything. Duct tape. Let's see. I carry a pair of Snippers. I don't use them a lot, but every once in a while, like you know, you want to cut the seal off the back, or you got something that you're trying to clip off, you know, the Snippers help out sometimes. These things are friggin' awesome. If you don't have one of these, you got to get them. So what this is these are snips that are strictly for those metal seals that have like the threaded wire. So there's different kinds of seals that they make. They make the flat metal seals that you can easily like bend and break, or use the snippers to cut off really easy. They make the plastic seals, which you can just pop right off. They make the bolt seals, which all the warehouses have bolt cutters. So you just grab a bolt cutter at a warehouse, you pop the bolts off. But the one seal that are like the biggest pain in the butt to get off are those wire threaded steel. Like it's wire threaded steel. Like it almost looks like string, but it's like steel and it's threaded. And those things are like impossible to get off. A lot of guys use the bolt cutters, and then you got to twist. It takes forever. So I got a set of these special snippers that are especially for those threaded wire seals. And like literally, I just pop it in there and it just snaps those things right off. That's the only thing. It's called a crimp. It's called an eye crimp. And it cuts up to, the one that I have cuts up to 6 millimeter width threaded wire. I'm telling you, man, if you don't have one of these, get them. Like, and again, I don't use them a lot, like maybe a couple of times a month, but the couple of times I do use them, it is well worth the, whatever it is, 12, 14 bucks that they cost me. Let's see. I have a screwdriver, Phillips head. Pretty obvious what you need those for. I carry some wipes. I carry like cable ties. These help to just hold crap together or whatever. It's like, these are almost like duct tape. You could use these for anything. Let's see, what else? Oh, I have a flashlight I use. In the morning, it's usually dark, so when I do my pre-trip, you know, and also I use this for looking under. Whenever I hook up, I always look under the tractor and I check the hookup with the fifth wheel and make sure that the kingpin is locked in place and that lock comes all the way across. And so I use this pretty much multiple times a day. Let's see. Oh, I also have like this little mini stapler I use. So when these companies give me the paperwork, I have my own stapler to like, and I got extra staples. Staple the paperwork together, makes it easier to manage. Let's see. I have a lock. The only time I have to use a lock is when I have a hazmat load. Other than that, because I'm local, I'm just going back and forth to customers, so you don't need to lock your load because I'm not stopping anywhere. I'm not stopping at truck stops. I never leave the truck. But with the hazmat loads, you got at least, I don't know if it's a law or if it's just a JB Hunt policy or whatever, but we're required to use an actual lock on the back of the truck if we're carrying hazmat loads. So I keep this in my tool bag just in case. I do a few hazmat loads every week. They're good money. Let's see, what else do I got here? Oh, I have a pair of vice grips. Actually, these are good for any truck driver. Vice grip. Usually what I'll use these for is like if you got to move your tandems and that handle that you pull out and lock in place. A lot of times, like with at least for us, like the older chassis, sometimes those handles don't lock in place, and so you take this vice grip, you pull the handle out, put the vice grip like in place, lock it in place, and it holds that handle so that you can move your tandems. So vice grip is very important, and it's good for anybody, not just intermodal drivers, but you know, it works on any type of trailer that has moving tandems. Let's see. I got my, what do you call it? Hand sanitizer, just to wash my hands during the day. And I think that's about it. I don't think I got my vest. A lot of places require your orange vest. I got my sunglasses. Every truck driver needs some sunglasses, if for nothing else, to look cool while you're driving. I think that's it. I don't think I forgot anything. If I forgot anything, let me know. If you got any ideas about stuff that I should add to my bag, let me know. But keep in mind, like, it's got to be mobile. Got to come in and out of the truck every day. Hopefully that helped. Hopefully, you know, you can put together a bag that works for you. And yeah, keep on trucking, everybody. Be cool, be safe. Have a great day, have a great week.